Hi and welcome. I wanted to show you a card using the extra large two-step bird punch from Stampin' Up, and we're going to make a flower using the bird's wing. What I did is I just cut a little piece of Pretty in Pink cardstock and I punched out just the wing. And I did that a bunch of times just to give me a whole bunch of pieces. And then I took a piece of Certainly Celery cardstock and cut out a wing and the branch. And it doesn't matter if you get all the branches or not. We're only going to use part of that. And I have a piece of Certainly Celery cut at 5.5 and 8.5 by 8.5. We're just going to fold that in half to make that our card base. Then I have a piece of Pretty in Pink at 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, and we're going to layer that on top. And then another piece of Certainly Celery at 3 5/8 and 4 5/8. A piece of the design series paper called Tea Party, that's at 3.5 by 4.5. Then a piece of Certainly Celery at 2 5/8 by 4 1/8, and a piece of Whisper White at 2.5 by 4. I'm going to take the design series paper and our ornament punch, and before I put it all together, I'm going to save paper by punching out my flower base, my vase. I think I want to use that right there. And then when we layer it on here, you're not even going to know that I did that. And then I'm just going to snip off the bottom here. And then that will be my vase. And I am going to take the Certainly Celery ink and just go around all the edges of my layers, including my vase. Just gives it a little bit of color. And then we'll layer all those together and put the flower on. And for the green bird wing, that's going to be our stem, our leaf for our flower. And I inked around the edges, and then also I just took the corner of the stamp pad and ran it down the middle. Just going to run it down the middle of the leaf. Just to give the leaf a little texture. And then ink my stem. And then I'm going to layer those pieces all together. Now we're just going to layer all those pieces together. I have the Certainly Celery, and we're just going to put the Pretty in Pink right on top of that. And then the Certainly Celery on top of that. And then our designer paper. And then another piece of Certainly Celery, and you'll see where it hides the piece that I cut to save paper. And then our Whisper White is just going to go on top of that. Then I'm going to take all the bird wings that we punched out and put adhesive on all those, and then I'm just going to start layering them around on the card to make a flower. Then the last one, I usually just tuck under the first one. And then we take our stem, just put a little adhesive on the top. You can put a little bit on the bottom too. And now you'll see why it didn't matter if we punched out all the leaves or not, because those are going to be hidden. And then our vase that we cut is double-sided. I'm going to use this side. And then I'm going to take a little piece of certainly celery, and I'm going to use this little punch. It's from the punch pack in the new mini catalog. Just put some adhesive on that, and that's going to be my flower center. And then the leaves, I'm just going to put behind. And you can just fit those in wherever you want those. And then I have a piece of Whisper White and a little stamp from Fundamental Phrases that says hello or hi there. And I think I'm going to go with hi there. And I'm going to stamp it in Certainly Celery. And I'm going to use the word window punch. To punch that out. And I'm also going to ink around the edges of that just a little bit. And I'm going to put that on my card. Using some dimensionals, some of my scraps. It's a little bit long, so I'll cut that off. Put that on my card. I'm also going to use the white pen just to go around the flower. I'm also going to do that in the center of the flower. Just put some little white dots all around. And a white center. And there you go. Here's another one that I made, and I used a brad in the middle. Thanks for watching.